Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. Tonight in the kitchen, because I've got soaked today doing the garden. I'm digging shrubs up in the garden using a spade and a big mega metal bar that you use, cast iron bar. It'll get anything out, but bloody hell, the mud and the rain. So over to Home Bargains and their Off Axis Brew Company, aka whoever. And now, what I will tell you with these, depending on where you live in the UK, depending on the batch number that you get. Now, it doesn't say there's a batch number on this, but I'll guarantee you now that some of these are hitting the spot lovely, and some of them are woeful. And this has been a general thing across the whole range where someone's had it and it's been brilliant. I've gone to review it, crap. I've reviewed one, it was really good. Somebody else, another beer reviewer, so I trust their judgment, reviewed it and crap. So the batches are changing. I don't know who's brewing it, for which part of the country, but there definitely is some variation in who's brewing. So it's Hop Delight Fantastic Hoppy Pale Ale, 4.7%. It says on the back, soft juicy ale that will transport you to pale mountain valleys that are home to hidden battles between fruit and pine notes. Ooh. There are no winners, just a satisfying conclusion that begs for further exploration. And like I say, it does not tell you who's brewed it. It just says it's brewed for Home Bargains. So here we go. Yeah, back in the kitchen because it's really cold in the shed tonight. And like I say, I've only just warmed up from nearly all day bar going out for an hour and a half. And yeah, I went to a nice pub, had some nice beers and some nice food. Whether you'll see this review, I'm reviewing this on Sunday, so whether you'll see this on Sunday or a couple of days later, I'm doing a bit of banking these days, so that, and then also I've got my cask beer reviews, pub reviews, focus on breweries. I'm variating the channel. One, to keep my mind off any negativities in life, can't always win that. So it's a slightly hazy pour. What's on the floor? It's wet. Yeah, slightly hazy pour, white head, golden looking pour. It looks slightly hazy anyway, although you can see through it. Well, vaguely. Must be the fridge. There's a slight fruitiness on the nose on this. Definitely something making a noise. Okay, and like I say, these are so hit and miss. You get a good one, fair play. It's actually good for Home Bargains. You get a crap one, and it's a real kick in the teeth. So I don't know who's doing the brewing. It's like to be a thing that the community comes together, tries to find out who's brewing it across the country. I have heard that Glen Affric had been mentioned in some of these. I've also heard Donkey Stone. So I would assume that Glen Affric know what they're doing. Donkey Stone, I've had some of theirs and they've been a bit rough. But I may have just had a bad batch again. What you've got to think is lots of breweries around the country. These are contract brewed for a brewery for the Home Bargains, and literally, someone may be doing it in the south region, north. So yeah, I presume that's the way it's going on. I mean, unless you see an actual real brewery's name on the can, and not this fake. I don't know what this thing is with fake breweries. It just winds me up because no one's got any course to have one back at them. I don't know. It might be upstairs actually. It might be in the pipes. Definitely hearing something. God knows. So yeah, a lot better than I was the other day. For people asking on the channel, thank you for your thoughts. Yeah, the issues we're suffering, we're still suffering. Nothing we can do about it. It's all going to come to a conclusion at some stage. But for now, we've just got to put it to the back of our minds and carry on with life. Because, yeah. But anyway, yeah, it's tasting all right. I mean, for a cheap supermarket craft beer, at £1.50, shall we say, it's doing the job. There's a hint of pine there. There's a slight fruitiness. Don't know about the ABV. No idea whatsoever about the ABV, but it's easy going. It's refreshing. What we've all got to think about is lots of people are on a budget, and I like good beers. I like, I can, when it's a good beer, I'll pay 11 quid for a can. I've done that for Lumiere because I absolutely love that beer. However, at the moment, I'm not really spending any money on new beers. We've been going out a little bit, and for me and the wife to get out after some of the stresses we've had in the last few months, it's been good. It's good for social activity, bit of a social life, and that. So, and I'm basically running the beer wall down. If I come across these beers that I want, but I can't get them because I ain't got a budget for it. It is what it is. There's some great local breweries, beers, three of my favourite local breweries, and there's literally about 7 beers amongst them. And again, I'm having to put everything on the back burner, but hey ho, fact of the matter is, in life, you can only do so much, and until I win the lottery and can do what I like, yeah, it is what it is. So, and I'm not doing any extra hours as well, any extra work, gardening. So that also kills for me. The good thing is I've got quite an amount of beers in the shed, and I've got other ways of getting stuff to the channel. Like I say, with cask beer reviews, they're becoming a bit of a staple for me. Especially when we go to the pubs on Saturdays, it's really good. It's helping me, and they're not watched by as many people because I'm not talking for a long, and I'm not diverging into tangent territory. Maybe one day when I stop feeling bothered who's around me and just absolutely blatantly ignore the shit out of everyone, and that'll be better. So yeah, give this a few minutes for the air to get to it. Gotta be honest, I'm getting fruity. I'm certainly getting a slight touch of like a vanilla, like a soft, pillowy vanilla coming through. It's tasting well. I can't fault it. I do apologise about the glass. It's the only glass I've got in the kitchen. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not in the shed. I haven't got a multitude of glasses to choose from, and the rest are in the dishwasher, so that makes it even doubly hard. So for me, this one, from whoever made it for the Nottingham area, I presume that they made north. There's a divide somewhere along the line, but this batch that I'm tasting, and there's nothing, there's no inclination of batches. You've got best before. There is a number on the bottom, so I'll put that number there. Now, if you get that number on yours and it's shit, that would be interesting. If you get exactly the same number, hard to know, really hard to know. So for me, out of 5, 4.2. I thought it was okay for the beer it is. I thought it was okay. It's cheap, it's cheerful, it's good for people on a budget. Everyone's got their own budgets, what they can and can't spend on beer. for what it is. It's okay. Cheers all.